My name is Dale Parrish. I'm a director for the National Automotive and Truck Museum in Auburn, Indiana. One of my responsibilities as a director is to oversee the museum library. I can't begin to tell you the number of years and hours that have been invested in this library. I personally have been involved since 2007, but many individuals have preceded me, too many to identify. For this briefing, though, we will start in the year 2013. The purpose of this briefing is to familiarize new volunteers with what has recently transpired and to help future volunteers readily get up to speed. I would like to begin with the mission of the museum, and that is to provide the automobile and truck enthusiast a source for education and research of our automobile and truck history. Welcome to our continuing effort to provide a meaningful service to our members. So let's get started in 2013. Late in 2013, a group of volunteers started cleaning and reorganizing the library. Our library had become more of a storage room than a library. A new floor plan was developed that included moving shelving units, the meeting table, and various decorative pieces. The new floor plan allowed us to accommodate our collection without adding shelving units. With the new floor plan in place, it was time to alphabetize our collection and begin the task of weeding out duplicates. All magazines were moved to the back room, which was totally dedicated to periodicals. Thanks to a group of dedicated volunteers, Tom Muehlmeyer, Marcia Cook, Dave Yard, and Ed Case, for their work in this initial organization effort. Our new floor plan was so good that we were able to devote a full corner to use for the purpose other than book shelving. The intention was to periodically feature a display of some type, as an interest point, if you may. Well, we had a collection of early radios, so our first display was of radios. Unfortunately, the growth of our collection is now forcing us to utilize this space more for books, but more on that later. For now, we want to focus on taking our library to the next level. To get some ideas on how to do this, I decided earlier this year to visit some other automotive-related libraries. As I said earlier this year, 2016, I set out to visit the following museums: Gilmore Car Museum in Hickory Corners, Michigan, ACD Museum located in front of our museum in Auburn, Early Ford Museum in Auburn, the Eckert Public Library in Auburn, and the Eckert Public Library Genealogy Center here in Auburn. These visits produced some very good information as well as generated some very good contacts for the future. Let me touch now on each visit. The Gilmore Car Museum in Hickory Corners, Michigan was my first visit and really set the stage for the rest of my visits. Gilmore has approximately 225,000 books and periodicals. The size of the library is 2,700 square feet, and the size of their archive area 2,500 square feet, for a total of 5,200 square feet. They are a research library. They do not provide checkout privileges. Volunteers provide research service for a fee. The cataloging software that they use is a simple Excel spreadsheet. The archives contain original manufacture build records, advertising, and service materials. I was very impressed that for a library this size, their cataloging software is simply an Excel spreadsheet. I was also very impressed with their archive area. We do not have an archive file in our museum. My next visit was next door to the ACD Museum. Here they have 2,000 books. The number of periodicals is unknown. The size of their library is 600 square feet, and the archive area 1,400 square feet, for a total of 2,000 square feet. They are pretty much a research library, and I'm told that they have in the neighborhood of about 1,000 requests annually for research. Well, they have a staff then to provide this research service, and it is for a fee. They have 2 full-time people plus 3 part-time interns. The cataloging software that they use is a combination of Word and a software program called Past Perfect. The archive area also contains original manufacture build records, advertising, and service materials. Once again, I was very impressed with their archive area. But this visit introduced me to a very good software option, and that is a program called Past Perfect. I might also mention that their research services do seem to be in high demand, and they then have the staffing to support that service. Well, next on my visit schedule was the Early Ford Museum, located off of I-69 next to the Military Museum. The director is Joshua Conrad and seems to be very knowledgeable of the Past Perfect software. He claims they have 13,000 books and magazines, albeit the magazine amount is somewhat overstated. But the size of their library is a total of about 1,200 square feet. However, they do have plans to expand to 4,000 square feet. They are totally a research library, a supervised research library. They do utilize volunteers to provide research, and they use contracted interns. Their cataloging software is Past Perfect. Their archive area is very small, but also contains, like others, original manufacturing build records, advertising, and service materials. I was most impressed with their use of the software Past Perfect. My visit to the Eckhart Public Library in Auburn was strictly informational and good for a future contact. I met with Lisa Rigsby, who is in charge of technical services and the collection department. Lisa did recommend I meet with their Genealogy Center, as that center uses the Past Perfect software and would probably be more in line with our museum. I enjoyed talking with Lisa, and I feel Lisa could be a very good resource contact for the future. My visit to the Genealogy Center was really all about the software Past Perfect. I was impressed with the range of features that the program has available. We would start with the base program and then add on as needed. This software could be utilized to catalog numerous collections in addition to the library throughout the museum. The program is internet capable and, as I stated, can be upgraded as our needs increase. We need to research this product more. Well, here we are at our own library, and as you can see, we do not compare very well with the other museums that I visited. We have about 5,000 books and periodicals. The size of our library is a total of 780 square feet. We are open to members and the public, but we do not offer checkout privileges. We do not have a research service per se. We do not have a cataloging software program, and we do not have an archive area. Nor do we have a budget at this time. As you can see, we have many opportunities and priorities need to be set. You need to be aware that we have a capital plan being initiated. That plan is referred to as We Can See the Future. The plan has 3 components, and in date order, component 1 involves the renovation of existing buildings as seen here in renderings 3 and 4. This component will offer the opportunity to enlarge our library. Interior layouts have not been developed at this time. However, discussion seems to be directed to incorporating adjacent space to the existing library. Component 2 is the addition of the Parade of Progress building. This structure will house the Futureliner and related vehicles, and it can be seen in renderings 1 and 2. Component 3 is the addition on the south side that will be utilized for vehicle display, meeting rooms, and a kitchen/reception area. That building is pictured in rendering 4. Unfortunately, we do not have a time frame established. All that is known now is that component 1 will be the first component addressed. At the May 2016 Board of Directors meeting, I presented the results of my library visits and made the following recommendations. How big should we be? I'm recommending 2,000 to 3,000 square feet, and that we have a separate, secure, and climate-controlled archive area. What type of library? I think we should strictly be a research library. Should we serve the public or members only? I'm recommending mainly members. Certainly patrons touring the museum would be welcome to browse, but we would serve mainly members with no checkout privileges. Should we provide research services? Yes. We can provide the research services for a fee with a group of volunteers willing to perform that service. Software and other equipment, I do recommend that we engage the Past Perfect software and also utilize Excel. The hardware requirements to accomplish this, I do not know what those would be at this time. I also expressed at the meeting the need to develop a group of dedicated library volunteers, and that is exactly what we are doing now. The Library Education Lecture Series. This is a program that we are initiating starting in October. The program will entail a monthly Sunday afternoon lecture followed by a guided tour of the museum. This idea came from the Gilmore Car Museum visit. Other museums I have discovered offer similar programs. Education, as stated in our mission statement, should be an important goal of our library. Well, it's time to get to work. As far as recommended work sessions and earning free membership, what has worked well for us in the past is to work on Saturday mornings, starting at 9 o'clock and going until noon. Now, please note that the museum will go to winter hours beginning the 1st of December, but their winter hours should not conflict with our work schedules. As far as membership is concerned, you can earn, as a volunteer, you can earn 1 year free membership with 75 hours of volunteer work within 1 year. You can earn a lifetime free membership with 333 hours of volunteer work accumulated within a 4-year period. Now, it's imperative then that you log in and log out on the days that you perform your volunteer service. Well, I welcome your interest and participation, and I will be notifying you of upcoming work sessions. So please contact me at 260-483-0487 or email doparish@frontier.com. I look forward to working with you, and we can both then make our library bigger and better than it is now. Thank you.